height reaches the top.
Ah, okay.
All right.
So there we have the stalactite and the stalagmite, alright?
Alright.
So you teach me
Tight-
something today and I'll
tight
teach
on
you
this.
something.
Tight on this. Okay.
Alright.
All
Okay?
right.
Yeah.
So good morning and welcome to Belize Train Ride. My name is Rahim. I'm the train operator. The train ride would last
Funnest job in the world.
Oh yeah. The train ride would last roughly about 12 minutes, okay? There will be an audio playing, so basically I won't be doing any or much talking, only if you guys ask questions, okay? We'll go along, each stop you'll get brief information about the different things. You're allowed to take pictures, but no one is allowed to come off the train. Okay? Clear? And I'll try to keep it under 100, so buckle up your seatbelt.
Okay.
All right.
There's no seatbelt. That's the trick.
Thank you for joining us for Old Belize Train Ride. You are now aboard Baby Jaguar Express. For your safety, please remain seated and keep your arms and feet inside the train at all times. For generations, these precious ecosystems have provided food, water, building materials, and medicine for all people. Belize also has an extensive network of cave systems. Over 150 miles of caves have been mapped with many more still to be explored. One of these cave systems, more than 80M, which is short for Akun Kuwachir, has been named one of the most sacred caves in the world by the National Geographic. Our next stop is a Maya city.
Imagination.
Yeah.
The Maya civilization was a very strong culture that rose to its climax and descended to its collapse in a period of 4,000 years, from 2500 BC to 1500 AD. To your left is a temple where priests and the elite would live. To your right is a typical kitchen structure and another for sleeping. This is where the general population would live. The Maya domesticated plants. Corn was the base of most of their food. They raised endless honeybees and traded cotton, honey, flint, salt, feathers, and jade. The Maya developed their own calendar using advanced astronomy and mathematics. The ancient Maya believed that their universe consisted of 3 layers. The water underworld was Xibalba, the place of birth. In the middle was Earth, 4-sided and floating in an ancient sea as if on the back of a turtle or crocodile. On top was the heavens, where Hunab-Ku was the supreme god with no form or face, who along with many gods took care of the people on earth. Connecting these 3 layers was the giant saber tree, the sacred tree of the Maya. By 300 AD, the classic period was in full swing. This was the height of the Maya civilization, and the size and number of the large temples and palaces grew. It is estimated that up to 2 million Maya people lived in Belize during the classic period. To your right is the early sugar industry. Sugarcane was introduced into the northern district of Corazon in 1848 by Mexican immigrants fleeing the Caste War, and was grown in small amounts for sugarcane, rapadura, and molasses. However, it wasn't until the arrival of the American Confederates in southern Belize in 1865 that this industry took off. This sugar mill on display on your right was made in Louisiana and brought in by the Confederates. East Indian indentured laborers were brought in to work on these farms and would remain settled to become one of the major ethnic groups in southern Belize, referred to as Cool Indian. Today, the industry is comprised of 2 big factories, one in the north and the other in the west of Belize. Over 5,000 independent farming families depend on this industry. To your left is the Chicla camp in the jungle with real sapodilla trees. Charlie the Chiclero is tapping the tree for its sap. Chewing gum originated from the sapodilla tree. This large tropical tree grows throughout the northern lowlands and central Belize. The life of a Chiclero was tough as they worked in remote jungle locations. Insect bites, encounters with poisonous snakes, and other dangerous animals were a daily occurrence. Falling from trees was common, and getting season began, the rivers would rise and float all the logs down to Belize City. Closer to the city, the logs would be chained together from one side of the river to the other. This was called a boom. The boom kept the logs from going out into the sea. When the ships arrived, their quota was released for loading. Most of our logs went to England. Our national tree.
They are now in a typical Garifuna setting next to the sea. The Garifuna are descendants of West African, Central African Island Carib, and Arab people. They arrived in the early 19th century, settling on the southern coast of Belize. Drumming is an integral part of the culture. Their music, called punta, would become the nationally recognized music of Belize. The costume above the stage is for the Jankano dance ceremony that is celebrated on the last Sunday of the year. The Garifuna culture always resisted slavery, and the Jankano dance embodies that resistance. Traditionally, Garifuna foods are based on ground foods, vegetables, and marine produce. However, the single most important food is cassava, also known as yuca. The process of baking cassava bread is arguably the most important tradition practiced by the Garifuna people. We celebrate Garifuna Settlement Day on the 19th of November. This national holiday was founded by Thomas Vincent Chalmers, who was a visionary leader for the Garifuna people.
All the leaf
Thank you for visiting Old Belize. Are now on North Front Street, Belize City, circa 1910, when Belize was a colony of England. Ships coming for logwood, sugar, chicle, or logs would bring many European and North American products to ballast these large sailing vessels, and they would load them with bricks which they sold in Belize. Many buildings in Belize are built with red bricks, hundreds of years old. Through the peaceful efforts of the father of our nation, the Right Honorable George Hill Christ, achieved independence from England on the 21st of September, 1981.
Horizon, far across the blue sea, lies a land full of mystery. Feel the warmth of the shining sun, feel the cool of the breeze, hear the sound of the rolling wave calling to you and me. Welcome to Belize, land so sweet, paradise waiting for you. Welcome, one and all, on the Caribbean Sea. Welcome to Belize. Land of tropical forest, land of rolling green plain, lands of mountains and valleys. Hear the cry of the calling birds, see bright flowers in bloom, verdant hues of red, green, and gold, intoxicating perfume. Welcome to Belize, land so sweet, paradise waiting for you. Welcome, one and all, on the Caribbean Sea. Welcome to Belize. but colorful. Feel the warmth of its smiling face, people in harmony. Nowhere else on this earth is found a land so precious and free. Welcome to Belize. Let's